This lovely home of Vansh Prabhu, Vanit Prabhu, Shikha Mataji. Okay, you gotta put those kartals way away from you so you're not touching them. Yes. And if you have telephones that are ringing, please turn them off. That'd be nice too. Hare Krishna. Yeah. The ones in the purse is the most difficult. Yes, Prabhu. That's what he asked me to introduce. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, sure. Okay, yeah. There's no rush. So we'll do that. But everyone, please make yourselves comfortable. Vanit Prabhu, everyone's comfortable, right? Yeah. Okay. So, thank you all for welcoming me. I'm going to Mukta Sangha Prabhu kindly has requested the microphone for a minute or two, so I'll pass it down to him.
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. Welcome back. As you said, today is very, very special. And also, it is very special because we have association of His Grace Madana-gopāla Prabhu. So on behalf of our Bensalam Cultural Center, let's welcome him by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Lovely! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Hari Bol! Also, I would like to take this opportunity to introduce him because it's for my purity, I need to talk about pure souls. So our guest speaker, His Grace Madana-gopāla Prabhu, is a disciple of His Holiness Satsvarup Maharaj and was a member of our Philadelphia community in the mid-90s. When he was a student at Temple University. He is active in leadership of Tavaka Temple, and as you all know, Tavaka Temple, they built a wonderful temple, still in progress, right? Yeah, so if you get a chance, please visit. It's a beautiful temple. And is instrumental in the new Pasipani temple that is currently under construction. Madana-gopāla Prabhu is a graduate of GBC Leadership College, the director of ISKCON Communication North America, and serves as zonal supervisor for ISKCON Philadelphia. So recently he also took up a very, very important role in ISKCON community. So he became a spiritual master, and he has several devout disciples, and one of his disciples, very foremost disciples, is here. So I would like to welcome Her Grace Venu Madhuri Mataji also. Let's chant Hari Bol, 3 times. Hari Bol. And of course, we also are very, very fortunate to have our association. She went upstairs. His dear wife, Manasi Ganga Mataji. So anyways, when she's away, we'll still chant Hari Bol to welcome her.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Thank you very much, Prabhu, for honoring our request. So we'll let him speak now. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So, like I was saying earlier, well, thank you, Mukta Sangha Prabhu, for a very kind, generous introduction. It's always good to be back among all the familiar faces and my deep friends and my family who are here. Philadelphia and the Philadelphia congregation has a very special place in my heart, of course. I started going to the Philadelphia temple in 1993. So I remember attending the initiation ceremony of Krishna Priya Mataji as well in Philadelphia in the 90s. So yeah, it's really nice to be in this part of Pennsylvania, this congregation. And I used to live in Northeast Philadelphia, so I was very close to Bensalem physically. Also, I used to come to Bensalem part all the time. Knew many people in the Bensalem area. So this feels like, the circle feels like home. I feel very much at home here in this house, even though I just arrived here. It's my first time here, but there's so much warmth and love and care. And especially our Shri Gaurnita deities we're celebrating, and they're so beautiful, celebrating their anniversary of arrival. So I decided to talk on Srimad Bhagavatam verse, 11th canto. There is one verse in the Srimad Bhagavatam that talks specifically about Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Do you know that? Mahaprabhu came how many years ago? 500 years ago, 540 years ago. But the Bhagavatam was written how many years ago? 5,000 years ago. A big difference. And 5,000 years ago, it was predicted that he will come in Kali Yuga. Anybody know that verse? Starts with the word Krishna. Yes. That's right, that's right. This verse. You can repeat after me. Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam
Krishna Varnam Tvisha Krishnam
Sangopangastra Parshadam
Sangopangastra Parshadam
Yagyai Sankirtana Prayae
Yagnai Sankirtana Prayae
Yajanti Sumedasaha
Yajanti Sumedasaha.
In the age of Kali, intelligent persons perform congregational chanting to worship the incarnation of Godhead, who constantly sings the names of Krishna. This is not for dumb people. It's what kind of people? Intelligent, which is all of you. Although his complexion is not blackish, he is Krishna himself. Tvisha means tvacha. Tvacha means complexion. Akrishna. Akrishna means opposite of dark, which means golden. So, his complexion is not blackish, but he is Krishna himself. And he is accompanied by his associates, servants, weapons, and confidential companions. Weapons! What? What weapon did Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu... Did you ever see a picture of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu holding any weapon? No, you've seen. One picture you must have seen. He's about to kill somebody. Yes, that's correct. And which weapon is he holding? Sudarshan. He calls the Sudarshan Chakra. But that was a rare moment. He didn't actually use it, right? So then what is his weapon? We'll find out. Holy name is there, but something even more than that. Very specific, but we'll come to that, okay? Sangha Upanga. Sangha Upanga means along with. Parshad means his companions, associates. Sangopang Astra, weapons and associates. ત્યાં ખુરશી. So this is one of those verses, the Srimad Bhagavatam verse, 11th canto. This is our Gauranga Mahaprabhu, who is upstairs. This is a much more intimate picture of him. Many devotees quote this verse. Many devotees use this verse to establish that Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is directly predicted in the scriptures, in the Bhagavatam. But today, I want to go beyond merely just quoting it. I want us to enter into this verse. We should know this verse really well, but not just know it by heart. We should know it in our heart. We should embrace it. Because this verse is not just proof or evidence, and we just, series of evidence and move on. No. We can worship the Lord with this verse in a very sweet, loving way. This is not just exhibit A in a court case to prove he's Krishna. It tells us who Lord Chaitanya is, how he appears, how he conquers, who he comes with, and how exactly intelligent souls worship him in this age of Kali. And if we hear this verse deeply, it doesn't merely just increase our knowledge. It increases our faith. It increases our gratitude. It changes how we chant. It should. Every time we hear a Bhagavatam lecture or something like that, it should change our bhakti to the next level. We have to go to the next level. We don't want to stay the same. It should change how we chant. It changes how we see Sankirtan. It changes how we see devotees. It changes how we understand our own place in this movement. So of course it tells us something astonishing, that is Krishna himself, right? Not in dark complexion, but in golden form. He's absorbed, what does he do? He's absorbed in chanting his own names. He's surrounded by his associates. And of course, what is his dharma that he's establishing in this age? Yajna Sankirtana. Which yajna? Sankirtana yajna. So, this means our path that we do here, this Sankirtan, is not accidental. It's not sentimental. Our process, our movement is not man-made. It's given by God himself. It's divinely revealed. It is scripturally anchored. It is mercifully designed for souls like us who are very unfortunate. So today I want to do a couple of things. First, we want to unpack the meaning of the verse. Second, I want to show how it builds faith in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And third, I wanted to bring into daily practice of our bhakti. So that it becomes a verse not that we just quote, but something we live. So let's look at it one by one. Krishna Varnam, Tvisha Krishnam, Sangopangastra Parshadam, Yagyai Sankitana Prayer, Yajantihi Sumeda. So those are the four dots. Okay? So first Krishna Varnam, then Tvisha Krishnam, like that. The first verse identifies him, this first line. Then it describes his complexion, Tvisha Akrishnam. Then it reveals his associates, his weapon, and it tells us how those who are smart, truly intelligent, they worship him. Meda means intelligence. Sumeda means very good intelligence. So there's very good intelligence. Yajanti. Yajanti means they worship. So, what makes this verse so powerful? It's not only theological in the sense that it's about God, but it also establishes relationships. Sangopanga, Parshadam, his associates. It is meant to bring us into living contact with the golden avatar, us. That's why this verse builds faith. Faith becomes strong when the truth is not vague. When truth is very clear, faith becomes strong. Faith becomes strong when revelation is precise, coherent, spiritually satisfying. And this verse is all three. It's coherent, spiritually satisfying. Let's dive into Krishna Varnam, Tvisha Krishnam. Now in the purport, following Srila Jiva Goswami, explained that Krishna Varnam refers to Shri Krishna Chaitanya. So this Krishna, and that's Krishna Chaitanya. And he explains something very beautiful. He says, Lord Chaitanya is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, yet he is always describing Krishna, chanting Krishna, remembering Krishna, causing other people to chant Krishna. He speaks Krishna, he remembers Krishna, and he gives Krishna to others. This is one of the sweetest features of Mahaprabhu. Just think about it. Krishna comes, but he doesn't come in a way we might expect. He doesn't come simply say, I am God, worship me. And okay, now stand like this. No. Of course, he has every right to say that. He does say that when he's Krishna. But in Lord Chaitanya, what does he do? He does something even more merciful. He comes and he shows us how to do it, how to approach him. He comes as the object of worship, but also as the ideal worshipper. See? He doesn't just instruct bhakti, he demonstrates bhakti. See? He embodies bhakti. Srila Prabhupada says, Lord Krishna himself appears as Lord Chaitanya to preach the highest gospel. That is such a powerful statement. Mahaprabhu is not teaching theoretical devotion. He's not standing at a distance giving a philosophy class. Right? He's living in that devotion. He's embracing it. He's tasting it. He's not giving it just a lecture about it. He's revealing what love looks like when you love Krishna in real life. In his tears, in his chanting, in his longing, in his ecstatic transformations. So Krishna Varnam is not a small phrase. It has multiple meanings. It's full of meaning. He is Krishna. Varna means what? Category. Because of Chatur Varnam, there are 4 Varnas, 4 categories. So he's a category of Krishna. But what is another meaning of the word Varna? To speak about, Varnan, to describe, isn't it? Varnayati. Varnan. Varnan means what? Description. So he's always describing Krishna. Krishna Varnam. See? The Lord, his name, and devotion to him all meet in one person. That is, Krishna speaking about Krishna while accepting the mood of a devotee. See, that's extraordinary. It's not regular stuff. It's not regular avatar. Very different avatar. This is really one of the most wonderful aspects of Gaudiya Vaishnava theology. Mahaprabhu is not merely a saint pointing toward God. He is God revealing how to love God and how it feels. He is Krishna teaching us the inner path to Krishna. Krishna Varnam, Tvisha Akrishnam. Of course, his complexion is not blackish, although he is Krishna himself. Now, Prabhupada connects this with the statement by Garga Muni. Garga Muni, when Krishna was a baby, he gave the name Krishna. You must have read that part. Here in that Garga Muni statement in the 8th chapter of the 10th canto, the Lord is described as appearing in different colors. In the purport, Prabhupada says that Mahaprabhu is covered by a yellow color. So outwardly he appears golden, but inwardly he's the same Krishna. See, that's important to understand that this golden form is not some poetic invention. It is not that later, he was a good sadhu, but later devotees became emotional and elevated him to God. Because that happens. That happens all the time. It's very easy to do. But we don't do that. We follow scripture, and this is scripture. Shastra says it. You see? And Prabhupada explains from the scriptural quote that in Kali Yuga the Lord is yellow and teaches love of God by chanting. Then there's a verse by Prahlad Maharaj in the 7th canto. Did you know that? There's a verse by Prahlad Maharaj that talks about, did you know he talks about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Yeah. Yes. Yes, Mataji knows. Yes. What does he say? He says, Channa kalo yad abhavas triyugosthas tvam. Channa kalo. Channa means covered. He comes he's known as Tri Yuga because he only comes fully manifest in 3 yugas. But in the 4th yuga, Kali Yuga, he comes. But it's Channa. Channa means covered, hidden, secret. We say in Gujarati, right? Chanu Rajya. Chanu means keep it secret. Chanu Rajya. Don't tell anybody, but that's God. Channa Kalau. Same word. That hiddenness is everything here. Krishna is present, but he's veiled. He's wearing a veil. He's there, but not in the usual way that we expect. He's concealed by his own mercy, you see. And that helps us understand Tvisha Krishnam at a much deeper level. He's not blackish in appearance. He's golden. He's hidden. He's accessible. He's inviting. He's not overwhelming us. You see. That same Supreme Lord has come, but he's wearing the cloth of devotion. He's wrapped in devotion. And then there's another prediction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the Mahabharata. Did you know that? Mahabharata. Yeah. Not in B.R. Chopra's Mahabharata. That's not very thorough. In the Mahabharata, there's a prayer called Vishnu Sahasranam. Have you heard of Vishnu Sahasranam?
Yes.
1000 names of Vishnu. In Vishnu Sahasranam, it says, Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangashtandanangadi. Suvarna Varna. Same word, Varna. Suvarna means gold. Golden colored Vishnu. Golden colored Vishnu, what is that? Varangashtandanangadi. The Acharyas explain this is that the description of Lord with the golden complexion, his beautiful limbs, and they're covered with sandalwood. That's what he does in the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chandanangadi. See? And it also says he's a sannyasi. Nishtha Shanti Parayana. Sannyasa Krichama Shanta Nishtha Shanti Parayana. This is all in Vishnu Sahasranam. We just we don't have thousands of, when we finish, we think of all of them, will never be done. Don't think, just read. No. It's beautiful. It's hidden. It's right there. It's like it's hiding in plain sight. See? The scriptural witness is broad. Many scriptures confirm. Bhagavatam points toward him. Mahabharata points toward him. Chaitanya Charitamrita explains him. The Acharyas confirm him. The picture is consistent. That should deepen our faith. Lord Chaitanya is not a sentimental creation. He's not merely a historical saint that is later elevated to godliness. He's revealed through Shastra. Even his hiddenness is part of the revelation. He's concealed, but he's not absent. He's very present. There's something very practical for us here. The Lord often comes in ways that tests the depth of our vision. The deity may look like stone or marble, metal. The holy name may sound like an ordinary vibration. Prasadam may appear to be regular, just food. What difference it make restaurant food or prasadam? Vaishnavas may seem to be ordinary people. The holy dham maybe just seem to be ordinary, rivers and dust and roads and buildings. But bhakti means to see beyond the external covering. No, this deity is Krishna himself. The dham is special. Those devotees, Vaishnavas, they may have many imperfections, but they're very special people. The holy name may sound just like any other person's name. No, it's different. That is bhakti. We are being tested every time. Our devotion, our vision is tested. When we hear the holy name, we are tested. You recognize Krishna or you think it's another singing only? When you see prasadam, we test it. Is this regular food or is this a special sacred food that we worship? We take with respect. When you see the deity, is it just nice marble carving or this is Krishna smiling at me and I'm presenting myself to him? We are tested. Our vision is tested. Similarly, this is a big part of our maturity. Can I only recognize God when he comes with thunder and lightning? Can I only recognize mercy when it looks dramatic? Or can I recognize him when he comes hidden in simplicity, hidden in humility, hidden in accessibility? How can he be God if he's so accessible? God has to be like, far. Lord Chaitanya is a supreme example of this principle. He's testing us, our vision. Krishna has come, but golden. The absolute truth has come hidden in devotion. The all-powerful Lord, right? Bhoktaram Yagat Pasam, Sarvaloka Maheshwaram. Right? That all-powerful Krishna has come in such a gentle form that one could miss him completely unless we have heard properly and understood with faith. So this verse is teaching us to look deeper, not superficially, not materially, more deeply. Spiritual life becomes richer when we stop judging reality only by externals. Right? The deepest truths often are covered. Mercy, grace comes quietly. It changes our life. Divinity often shows itself in a form that proud people overlook. That is the part of Mahaprabhu's special beauty. He is Krishna, but he's softened by compassion. He is the Lord wrapped in the mood of his devotee. And that's just not just like poetry, that is Siddhanta. Now we come to Sangopangastra Parshadam. See, he's with all his associates, his confidential companions, and his weapon. Srila Prabhupada explains that Lord Chaitanya is always accompanied by great personalities like Lord Nityananda, Advaita Acharya, Gadadhar Pandit, Shivas Thakur. He also explains, he cites Jiva Goswami, he says, in this age, the weapon of the Lord is his beauty. His beauty. So beautiful. It's extraordinary. In other incarnations, the Lord may conquer with Sudarshan and his bow. Sometimes he shoots with bow. Anybody know the name of Krishna's bow? Anybody know Arjuna's bow? Everyone knows that. Gandiva, right? Gandiva. What is the name of Krishna's bow? Sarang. That's right. See, he walks around with sarang. Sarang Pani. So, he pull out sarang, but he doesn't do that here. In Lord Chaitanya's incarnation, he conquers with attraction. He conquers by beauty, mercy, kirtan, humility, tears, compassion, divine love. This is very encouraging for us. Many of us know that our enemy is not some external demon. Our enemy is internal, our pride, distraction, our resistance, our envy, our laziness, skepticism, hardness of heart. If the Lord only came to punish, we would be in trouble. But he comes in a form meant to melt and transform. And beauty does that. Can you imagine seeing the beautiful lotus eyes of the Lord and he gives you a sidelong glance of mercy? It's available today, right now. It's very accessible. He's done this for us as Kali Yuga Jivas. He comes with his associates. This means that we cannot separate Lord Chaitanya from his Vaishnavas. If you want to receive him, we have to value those who come with him. That includes eternal associates, Nityananda Prabhu and so on. It includes the Guru Parampara, which includes Srila Prabhupada, and the community of devotees through whom his mercy flows. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasadi. What is Gaura Bhakta Vrinda? That's you. Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Vrinda means a circle of Gaura Bhaktas. And if you hear Prabhupada sing this, he says Jaya Gaur. He says Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda more. He doubles it. Jaya Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. And then there's a, like that. Jaya Gaur. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda is very powerful. Gaur Bhakta Vrinda is an extension of Chaitanya Charitamrita happening today. The devotees who are singing in Kirtan, in the ISKCON centers, in ISKCON circles like this, is an extension of Prabhupada Lilamrit happening today. That's why the mercy continues to flow. And it flows where? Where you're singing. Krishna says, I'm not in the, even Vaikuntha, I'm not in the meditating yogi's heart. You'll find me where devotees hang out and chant my name. That's where I prefer to be. And you'll find me there. So when we chant, don't hold back. Don't be distracted. When you do Kirtan, do it with your whole heart. It invites Krishna. He is there. This realization changes our daily bhakti. Our devotional relationships, they stop being optional. They stop being secondary. This is our primary relationship with devotees. They become part of how the Lord appears in our life. It's true. If it wasn't for devotees, we would not have found Krishna consciousness, isn't it? Is anybody here who found Krishna consciousness without devotees? No. None of us. Some of us here may have had the fortune of seeing Prabhupada face to face. How many saw Prabhupada face to face here? Anybody? If Kaivalya Prabhu actually got initiation from Srila Prabhupada. Kukshi Mataji is here as well. They're being very humble. But by the mercy of great devotees like them, who are carrying Prabhupada's mission and touched our hearts, we are here. Prabhupada's mercy is flowing through his disciples, through his followers, and his grand disciples, great grand disciples. It's going to continue. That is Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. That is Sango Pangastra Parshada. That's all of us. As long as we keep doing what. If we don't do this, then we are not Sango Pangastra Parshadam. But if we do this, then we are. If we do it every day. Next line. Yagge Sankirtana Praye Rajatihi Sumedasa. This is the last line. This is a very important ending of the verse. It says that the truly intelligent Sumedasa worship the Lord in this age through Sankirtan. Congregational chanting of the holy names. That is actually striking. We take it for granted, but this verse doesn't say that chanting is for those who are sentimental, those who can't understand philosophy. Says they do all this. They go on the street, they bang tambourines, and they all be happy. They can't be deep thinkers or sophisticated theologians or having very complex philosophies. No way. These are very simple, sentimental, less intelligent people. That's our general stereotype, isn't it? If you sit and stand in a street corner banging on tambourines and it's not very impressive. If you're a stereotypical thinker. In fact, when Mahaprabhu was doing that, he was told by the sannyasis, no, you're being so sentimental. Sit and study, Vedanta. He was told that if you read Chaitanya. So this idea is not new. Even back then, the same idea was there. What does this verse say? He doesn't say that it's for the less intelligent. It says the opposite. Those who really understand this Kali Yuga, those who really understand the reality that we are facing here, those who are really smart, those who understand the condition of human beings, and those who understand the nature of mercy, the mercy of the Lord, those super smart people will take shelter of this process. Yaggai Sankirtana Prayir. Why? Because they understand Kali Yuga. What are the features of Kali Yuga? People live very long lives? No. People have super long, sharp memories and attention spans? No. People don't even want to watch movies anymore. They want to watch TikTok. TikTok, next video. Because attention span is like a goldfish. We've shrunk, we don't even watch, Our attention span is really bad. Prayanal payusha sabhya kalavasmin yuge jana manda sumanda matayo manda bhagya hyupadruta. This is the beginning of the first canto of Bhagavatam. It says Kali Yuga is so bad. People don't live long. Their attention span is bad. The depth of thinking is awful. The very unfortunate manda bhagya. And above all, upadruta. They're always disturbed. We're always disturbed, we're always being alarmed and disturbed by everything. Sometimes in the motel room you put a sign, do not disturb. Right? Yeah, don't disturb. I'm already very disturbed. Don't touch this door, it's alarmed. I'm also alarmed. Our lives are very disturbed. And now, more disturbed. Yeah, now we know what's going on in the world, we are more disturbed. Before we didn't have internet, at least we have at peace. You know what's going on in other places of the world. You'll find out after 1 week when the newspaper comes. But, in spite of this, we have access to divinity. We have access to God. We have access to the Lord through this process. Those who are smart will take it because you recognize how powerful this process is powerful. You recognize how powerful the process is. You see? So the intelligent person recognizes the kindness of the Lord in giving a process that is simple, accessible, and spiritually complete. It's powerful, it's spiritually complete. We may not even understand if it's working or not, but it's working. Like medicine. Sometimes you take it, you don't know if it's working, but it's working. That's why the scriptures emphasize the holy name so much. In the previous yugas, there are different systems, different processes. But in Kali Yuga, Harer Nama, Harer Nama, Harer Namaiva Kevalam, Kalau Nasteva, Nasteva, Nasteva Gatirandita. Yeah, this Kali Yuga is a very bad place. It's so nasty. It says 3 times, Nasty Eva, right? Kalau Nasty Eva, Gatiranyata. There's no other way. Why 3 times? Because there are 4 yugas. In Satya Yuga, what is the system? Meditation. And then Treta Yuga, what's the system? Big fire sacrifices. In Dwapara Yuga, the system is gorgeous deity worship. Massive, gorgeous, very high standard deity worship. The deity would talk to the pujari every day. Like pujari asks, okay, Lord, what do you have for breakfast? Today, idli. Okay, idli. That's high standard. Like the deity would talk every day. We don't have that so much. They talk a little bit now, but not so much. So, now in Kali Yuga, is meditation going to work? Hare Nama. Is fire sacrifice going to work? No, Hare Nama. What about deity worship? No, Hare Nama. Hare Nama, Hare Nama, Hare Namaiva Kevalam. That's why it says 3 times. Those other 3 are not going to work. They're cancelling. This is the time when we need the big hammer, Hathoda. Yeah. Now, sometimes some people dismiss the chanting process. It's too simple. If it's this simple, it cannot be powerful. But simplicity is not inferiority. In spiritual life, simplicity is the greatest mercy. The holy name is easy to begin. Anybody can do it. But it's impossible to exhaust. A child can chant. A scholar can chant. A struggling soul can chant. Prabhupada says even a dog can chant. He says it. There's a lecture like that. A dog can participate for sure. And we've seen them in the streets. They're dancing with the kirtan. The process is simple, but its depth is unlimited because the holy name is not different from Krishna. Think about it. See, to offset all our misfortune, Krishna has to give us massive good fortune. See, we have such a short lifespan. So he has to offset it. He's very lenient, he's very merciful. And so here, when we need more mercy, he floods us with mercy. The mercy is accessibility through simplicity of what? Chanting. Yagya sankirtana praye yajantihi sumedasa. So be smart. Take the process. Don't reject it just because it's simple. And Lord Chaitanya didn't merely recommend Sankirtan. He said, this is good, you should do it. No. He embodied it. He was the embodiment of Sankirtan. He relished it. He spread it everywhere. He came with the holy name on his lips. When he was born, he made other people chant even when he couldn't speak, when he was newborn. Remember? Even before he was born, at the time of his birth, eclipse was happening. People were chanting Hare Krishna. Everything about him is about chanting. He invited the whole world into that current of divine sound. So when we chant, we're not engaging in some secondary practice. We're entering into the very Yuga Dharma, personally inaugurated by the Lord in his golden form. That's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Now, of course, this chanting is meant to be done with sincerity and attention. We don't take it cheaply and lightly. We have to give it attention. When we're chanting Krishna's name, we're inviting him into our presence, into our house. When you invite someone in the house, you have to give him attention, at least. So, Mahaprabhu teaches how to cultivate the inner mood. In the prayer known as what? Yes, somebody says it. That's correct. Shikshashtakam. It's the only prayer, it's the only work that Mahaprabhu wrote by his own hands. Lotus hands. And what is that mood, he says? Anybody know? Trinadapi shuni chena tarorapi shaheshnana amanina manadena kirtaniya sadahari. We have to be very humble, more humble than a blade of grass, more tolerant than a tree. And in that mood, we want to chant. We're able to chant constantly, So when we gather for kirtan, when we chant our japa attentively, or we encourage one soul to chant Hare Krishna, we are all participating in the central core mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. It really pleases him like anything. This is not small, okay? This is yajna for this age. Don't need to worry about ghee and the cow dung and the wood, and you can't even get proper ghee these days. Have you seen how, like, pure ghee? There's no pure ghee anymore. Very rare. You do test the ghee, it's like full of hormones and stuff that they've fed to the poor cow, And sometimes they mix this dalda ghee. Anyway, this whole thing doesn't work. Just forget it, But our yajna is what? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. So when we do this, when we encourage others to chant, when we chant ourselves, this is yajna for this age. Understanding this is very important. It gives dignity to our practice. It gives urgency to our practice. It gives joy to our practice. See? So, how do we apply this verse in our daily bhakti? First, we chant. We chant with gratitude and dependence. We chant with more awareness. Remember that Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself, absorbed in Krishna Nam. So before japa we can pray, my Lord Gauranga, please let me chant in your shelter. Let my chanting be connected to your current of mercy. Second, we value the kirtan more deeply, not just as a side activity, not as a warm-up, not as a cultural ornament, but as the very sacrifice for this age, the main thing. Then we honor the devotees more carefully. See, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu comes, Sangopangastra Parshadam, this verse is not anymore just for proving, it's for us to remember all these points. Sangopangas means this is Sangopangastra, I must, make good, at least respect all the devotees nicely. And then, of course, we don't want to neglect, minimize, or offend those who belong to the Lord. It's the very first offense. What's the first offense against the holy name? Yeah. To blaspheme the devotees. That's the very first one. That's what this is about. We honor the devotees, Lord associates. Next, we preach in his mood. What is his weapon? Attraction. So while remaining faithful to Siddhanta, we should try to represent the Lord with the inner attractive qualities that the Lord has given us, and we should deepen them. What are those? Warmth, humility, beauty. Not just beauty of the looks, but beauty of the heart. Compassion and sincerity. And finally, this verse should build enormous faith in us. Our path is real. Our process is authorized. Our acharyas stand on firm scriptural ground. Srila Prabhupada did not invent a movement. He carried a prophecy from the ancient world to the modern world. So we're not just reading a verse about something that happened once in history. We're living inside this verse right now. Every time we sing Hare Krishna, every time we pick up our japa beads and we chant, every time we bow down to Srila Prabhupada, we're living in this verse. Every real kirtan, every act of Vaishnava Seva, every effort to share the holy name with others is part of the continuing fulfillment of this prophecy, that in every town and village, my holy name will be sung. Including in Media, Pennsylvania. That's a town. And that's what we're doing. And the next town over, and the next one. This is the flow of Chaitanya Charitamrita happening right now. So let us end with this prayerful realization. My Lord Chaitanya, you came golden in this dark age. You came chanting. You came with your devotees. You came to conquer hearts through mercy. So please let this verse remain alive in me. Let it increase my faith. Let it deepen my chanting. Let it soften my dealings. Let it strengthen my service. And let my life become, in some small way, some sincere way, a response to your golden invitation. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaurande, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So anybody have any comments or questions? And then I think we'll do more kirtans later on. Yes.
So, specifically in India.
Maybe you can talk into this.
Yeah, to be specific, in India, not many know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
Okay, so when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was there, I know he did a South India tour. In spite of that, not many know about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. They just call it's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Pantha, one of the Panthas.
Get it back for me, please. Yeah.
Why is that so?
Yes. So the question, you heard the question, right? Can you just bring it round up here? Oh, I can bring it over here. I need this thing is dying, so I need to just charge it. Just put it here. Just put it right here. Okay. And why is it that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not known so much in India? It's this one. Why is he not known so much in India? Well, we discussed that a little bit, that he's a Channa avatar, so he's hidden. At the same time, he's also predicted that my name will be heard. And there's another prediction made in Chaitanya Mangala. Thank you so much. Anybody know Chaitanya Mangala? It's a book written by?
Yes, you're getting charged.
Lochana Das. That's correct. Lochana Das. It's on, right? It will switch. So, what does he say in Chaitanya Mangala?
Should be on.
Huh?
Sit down.
Yeah, let me see. It says that यदि पापी छाड़ी दूरे देशे जाए मोरा सेनापति भक्त जाइबे तथाए. It's a prediction made by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. This is not kicking in somehow.
Not charging?
Yeah, it's not.
It is on here.
Yeah, let's try it again. Okay.
Try it out.
Yeah, no, it's charging. He says, my Senapati Bhakta will go there. Jaibe Tathai. So, he said this in relation that my holy name will be sung all over the world. So, who is that Senapati Bhakta who started doing this job where he spread the holy name all over the world? Srila Prabhupada ki. Yeah. So now, even though the holy Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's name is not that famous, compared to 60 years ago, it is hugely famous. I mean, if you think about it.
People call the devotees Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. And they say Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
And say Nitai Gaur.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Nitai Gaur Hari Bol.
Hari Bol.
They don't know what they're saying. In fact, I'll tell you, one time there was, I think this was in 1999. The election between, do you know who like George Bush and?
Clinton.
No, Clinton was already finished. Al Gore. So this devotees, very smart devotees, they'll go to his rally. Okay? They'll go to this rally, this political rally for Al Gore's campaign. And they would say that the word Nitai means victory. So chant with us, Nitai Gore. Victory to God. They say, okay, we'll do it. Nitai God, Nitai God. So all these guys with Al Gore's, they were like, Nitai God, Nitai God. So they fooled them into chanting God as name. This is the mercy of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Yeah. So, it's a very sweet question, Prabhu. And it's nice to see because we get to glorify Prabhupada's special mercy. That even in a town in Brazil called Belo Horizonte, it's a small town, actually it's a big city. This devotee is chanting Gauranga's name. They may not know about Lord Ganesh or even Lord Ram, but they know Gauranga. So now Gauranga's name is famous all over the world because of Prabhupada's special mercy. Prabhupada's position is so great. We will never in our lifetime be able to appreciate Prabhupada enough. Not possible. It's like an ant trying to appreciate. So say an ant standing here at the bottom of this, by this carpet, by this shoe molding. At most you can see the top of this molding. Imagine an ant standing next to the Empire State Building. He has no idea how big the building is. We are so close in history to Prabhupada, we have no idea how great he is. Maybe 500 years from now, people will have some idea how great he is. Right now, there's no way. We're too close in history. It's only 60 years since he started ISKCON. But he is that great. Because of His mercy, He made this prediction come true. He's changing lives. He inaugurated Mahaprabhu's predictions, and He inaugurated the golden age within this dark age of Kali. He has kick-started the 10,000 years. But it's up to us to shoulder responsibility. It's incumbent upon us to carry the responsibility of this prediction forward. The momentum is on us. So we want to put in our little energy, whatever we can. When Prabhupada came, he was like the sun, rising sun. He just flooded the world with light and understanding and clarity. But we can do our little part as little ghee lamps, light a little corner of our world. You can pray to the sun, my dear Lord, who's Prabhupada, he's like this, you're like the sun, please give us your mercy that at least I can be a little ghee lamp to light my corner of my world in your name. That is our job. And it's our job to make Chaitanya Mahaprabhu even more famous. So thank you for that question. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
All right. Anyone else that can? Yes.
Question. We have our friends, they do follow different paths. When we are talking to them sometimes, we have a tendency to push Krishna consciousness. Sometimes I wonder, are they willing to listen to us? I made one of my friends 50 years ago. She was my dearest friend. We lost touch. And now she is observing Ekadasi and she believes in Lord Narayan.
Yes.
But I said all are Vishnu Tattva. If you don't believe in Krishna, it's okay, you are still believing in Lord Narayana. But whenever I give my name and Hare Krishna, she says Om Namo
Narayana, yes, of course.
She says Om Namo Hare Krishna.
Of course, yes.
So when we are meeting and interacting with others, without offending them or our friendship, causing any trouble to our friendship, how do we smoothly transition them into chanting Hare Krishna?
Yeah. It's a great question. If somebody is already worshipping the Lord, you don't need to tell them, my worship is better than yours. That's not nice, because we don't do that. We appreciate their worship. We appreciate the position of Narayan. We glorify Narayan because this is Krishna. And then, most of those who worship Narayan very seriously are familiar with Vishnu Sahasranam. You can have this conversation with them. Hey, by the way, this one, you must have come across this Vishnu Sahasranam. Suvarna Varna Hemango Varangas Chandanangadi Sannyasa Krichama Shanta Nishtha Shanti Parayana. You know that name? Do you know what it means? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gaura Narayan. He's known as Gaura Narayan, golden. Yeah, Narayan comes golden also. So you're glorifying Har Narayan, but you're giving Gauranga Mahaprabhu's message. Then you can say that Gauranga Mahaprabhu visited South India and he visited the temple, Sri Rangam temple, and he spoke with, anybody know who he spoke with? Very famous? Venkata Bhatta. Venkata Bhatta. Here's a conversation with Venkata Bhatta, where Venkata Bhatta is showing that, we worship Narayan, Namo Narayan. Same thing happened. He's saying Namo Narayan and Mahaprabhu is saying Hare Krishna. But what was the core of that conversation? Mahaprabhu was glorifying Krishna. He says, yes, Krishna, Narayan is Krishna, Krishna is Narayan. But what is special about Krishna? Krishna is Rasaraj. He is the king of rasa, the flavors of intimacy. Narayan offers some flavor of love also. But Rasaraj is Krishna. So without really, because you're worshiping the same person, so they're not really offending anyone. But what we're trying to say is that you're worshiping same person, I'm worshiping the same person. But different flavors are there. So it's not that, it's like having an argument, is strawberry ice cream better than blueberry ice cream? It's not an argument to have because it's not something objective, verifiable. You like blueberry, I like strawberry. You think that's the best, doesn't matter. Ice cream is ice cream. Inside is the cream only. So we glorify, we share common ground. We celebrate our common ground while still expressing that, in your, Vishnu Sahasranam, this is there. Read about it. And then you can send something. By the way, it's golden. What is the golden avatar? Read about it. It's the same Narayan you're worshipping. Same Sahasranam. So always find the common. That's why it's important for us to have a good understanding of these details. And then we can talk to her about this conversation with Venkat Bhatt, who is, from that Sri Sampradaya. So then they'll first of all be very happy that you're familiar with their Sampradaya. You're familiar with that main temple. And Mahaprabhu has given us all this. Prabhupada has given us all this. So we should be experts. So when someone says anything at all, we should be able to connect it without offending. In fact, help them deepen their affection for Narayan. They will appreciate you like anything. Because, see, in ISKCON, one thing we have, which I've compared to other groups, is the depth of study that Prabhupada has given is unparalleled. That Prabhupada requires. Mahaprabhu requires. You know that Mahaprabhu says very famously, Siddhanta boliye chitte na karo alash. Alash means what? Laziness. Don't be lazy in the matter of studying this Siddhanta. Yahavite Krishna lage shuddrida manash. This makes your mind very strong in the lotus feet of Krishna. So if we study deeply, and then we have opportunity to have a conversation like this with someone, they'll be impressed with your devotion, they'll be impressed with your scholarliness, but more important, they're impressed with your warmth and love that you give. Our main point to impress somebody is not our scholarliness, not our intensity of practice, not our austerity. It's how warmly and lovingly we can talk to them, how open-heartedly we can connect with them as a soul, and how much joy we feel when we see another worshipper of Krishna in the form of Narayan. So once they see that and they feel that you're happy to see them, because worshippers of Narayan are very rare. We are all Vaishnavas. Vaishnava means worshippers of Vishnu. Vaishnava. But what is the flagship product of the Krishna conscious movement? Love and trust. Love and encouragement. Love and care. That's our product. That's our core competency. If we don't carry our core competency, our flagship product, we're not representing our organization, our company. See? So that's the point. The flagship product of Apple is not the charger, even though it makes charger. It's the iPhone or whatever, right? Similarly, our flagship product, yes, chanting is, philosophy is all very good. But if we don't carry it and surround it and saturate it and dripping with care, compassion, understanding, and empathy, then we lose. Every encounter is an opportunity to show this is our product. Do you want some of it? Come and join us. Our circle should be embodiment of encouragement and love. If we are not giving encouragement and love here, people won't stay here. It's discouraging out there in the world. Don't make it discouraging here also. Let's give love and care to each other, and then you'll see the holy name will blossom in everyone's heart naturally. That's why every conversation like this is an opportunity to show them our product. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Okay. I think we should do Kirtan now or something? Yes. So we'll request.
I would request everyone to, if they can dance for the pleasure of Nidai.
Yes. Well, the one who's going to sing has to make them dance. You should sing. Come. I'll request Mansi Ganga to sing a little bit. So, when we chant Hare Krishna, remember all these things we discussed in the verse, okay? Chant with all your affection and care and love. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, put this over there, Prabhu. Yes. Yes. So, okay. Can you help me put this over here? This keyboard, if you put it here for me, it's quite heavy. So, thank you. Thank you so much. Kirtan.
Which one?
Whichever one you want. Oh, garland.
It won't go.
It's too small.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Nah, ini.